So, with Layla rescued once again, it's time for us to go find Charlotte.
God, this whole game's just been about finding Charlotte.
Well, it's better than Dee's last adventure where he had to find Forrester.
Yeah, they should have called this damn game Charlotte's Web.
Dee's next mission is he has to find out what's eating Gilbert Grape.
And actually, I saw leaks for the latest book, and it turns out it's Vampire Hunter D's Hunt for Red October.
And then he has to solve the case of Benjamin Button.
I mean, my favorite Vampire Hunter D book is the one where he's, like, trying to find those good deals, like he's Goodwill hunting.
Fuck. So, we're off to find Charlotte, and what that means is that Dee is going to get sidetracked again, because what we're really doing is we're doing a cleanup right before the end game.
Oh, okay.
So this is the point where, like, the story is more or less at its conclusion. You might be surprised to hear that, given that
nothing's happened.
I was gonna say, I feel like it has been a fucking blur up to this point. You can tell me that the story is at its conclusion, but you could have also told me that at the first fucking episode. Nothing has happened.
We killed 2 people.
I guess.
Like, I don't know. I guess that's kind of the problem of, like, adapting an OVA, which is probably mostly about having these, like, really cool animated fights and shit.
Yeah, because, like, to be fair, the original movie and book are basically just Dee hunts down a carriage that ends at this castle and then fights a vampire, right? Like, there isn't, like, a huge overarching story, so when it's adapted for a video game, it just becomes you chase down the same leads that he found, which is effectively nothing. It's just, like, knowing where these people are.
It's really weird, because you'd feel like just fighting a vampire is the most fucking video game plot possible.
Like, it seems like a Vampire Hunter D game. Like, just, like, given the source material, like, it would be so easy to make a video game. It's just like a Castlevania or something. But then they made this, I guess.
They made Resident Evil instead, which is the big mistake.
I mean, you could have probably made a really good, like, Devil May Cry-esque game from Vampire Hunter D.
Oh, fuck
I don't
yeah.
think they knew how to make those kind of games at this point.
I don't know. I've played Rising Zane, Samurai Gunman.
Okay, yeah, right. Sorry. I spoke completely out of turn.
But yeah, so at this point, we know that there is a secret passage behind Carmila's portrait, and that's the only lead we have. The rest of it is just like, all of the other rooms are open, so just go explore them. And so in exploring them, we figure out how to get behind Carmila's portrait.
We find out, oh, there's a flash bomb here.
Well, I mean, you need all the flash bombs you can get. They've been so useful up to this point. I like when you kill them and they fall forward, but you still try to, like, put left hand out to eat them. It's like you're trying to stop them from falling. Like, oh, don't touch me.
I wish, like, they fell backwards and then it's like de-pushed them.
Everyone's a fucking critic, aren't they, left hand? So the puzzle in here is that after we got that music box key, we have to use a security device to recreate the music box melody.
Oh, hell yeah.
Left Hand definitely freelanced for Pitchfork.
Left Hand is like trying to show D his fucking DJ set.
Left Hand definitely posts an opinion.
Yeah.
It turns out Left Hand was actually fired for his bad review of the new Carly Rae Jepsen album.
Left Hand definitely has a bunch of very large speakers out in his fucking garage.
Left Hand wrote 5 paragraphs about that tune on Rap Genius.
He's like, if you don't got 140-gram vinyl, you might as well be listening to dog shit.
That baby face was so surprised when you picked up that.
They are too. They're like, oh my god, did you just see the horrible things that happened here? We'll be scarred for life.
They heard a Left Hand's mixtape.
Man, he's right about the dark web.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Left Hand's mixtape is actually just his favorite nerdcore rap songs, including Dark Web.
D definitely doesn't know what a VPN is, though.
He's like, I don't get it.
Chorps, I have a question about the game.
Yes.
What is math core?
That's when you get really excited about differentials. And, like, complex equations.
Like, fractions, I got 'em. Subtraction, I oughta.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, math core is kind of like what your teacher does to seem hip.
Oh, okay. It's like 8 plus 8, went to the store to buy Nintendo 64.
Exactly. Yep, 8 plus 8 is 64. You got it, Jay. Got him in one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't get a C on my math final for nothing.
That's how you got your degree.
Mm-hmm.
In math core.
This guy just sitting here in the corner, like, waiting for someone, just like, oh, finally, someone to talk to, and then he gets murdered immediately.
So, we saw the rocket ship. If you were a vampire, would you want to escape to the moon? Is it always night there?
I mean, technically.
Or would you want to go to the sun? Because, I mean, like, if you're standing on the sun, you're not going to be seeing another sun, so...
I mean, from what I understand, there is a side of the moon that is very favorable to vampires.
Sorry, Jay, the moon is more of wizard territory.
Right.
So, actually, in the world of Vampire Hunter D, the vampires, during their reign, built these huge, elaborate space colonies that they just visited from time to time, but all of them have, like, just gone to shit now.
So we're just gonna, it's like fucking vampire Blade Runner, just like, enjoy the good life in the off-world vampire colonies.
Yeah, basically. The vampires go to, like, have their, like, zero-G parties. Oh my god, now the mouths are open because they're freaking lasers.
Oh wow, this is just like Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper stole it from Vampire Hunter D, actually.
Oh no, you're gonna spill your water if you jump over the lasers now.
They're all vomiting because they got to the real questionable part of Left Hand's mixtape.
Right, they got to all the Dr. Octagon stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so what we picked up there is a water plate, and as Left Hand nicely told us, he's like, go fucking check out Carmila's portrait. Probably something's going on there.
D, please quit running around the mansion. I'm so tired. I just want to go home.
D, I'm not feeling so well. You keep shaking your hand all the time. D's doing that thing where, like, you like, kind of snap your hand and, like, your wrist bones snap a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing that all the time, and Left Hand is getting sick.
Left Hand just wants to go home and listen to his new fucking King Gordy record.
Look, D, I know you don't understand it, but you have to listen if I
It's
do.
like, Cobra just dropped a hot new track. I have to go listen to it.
So, at the portrait, there's a secret set of panels.
I'm sorry, this fucking Windows 98 screensaver of a puzzle.
Yeah, no, the way it pops in is extremely good.
Yeah, that looks like a real Myth for Dummies puzzle.
So, we found the first one, only 3 more to go.
Oh boy. The developers were like, you know, I think that people will have too much fun playing the game.
Like, I get it, right? You're exploring a big castle, and it's full of presumably cool shit. But this is a very big castle.
Like, if you could find this stuff while you were just going through the castle, it wouldn't be so bad, but the fact that you have to backtrack through all this...
It's a little much. Yeah, they, like, lock a bunch of shit up, and so you're like, oh, well, I get to come to this later, and then you have to go to all of it as soon as you unlock it.
When does D learn wave dashing?
God.
Well, the issue is every time he tries to wave dash, he trips.
Right.
Because left hand keeps unbalancing him.
Oh, man.
So, there's another plate done already. But...
Oh no! 2 enemies!
How will we ever fight against 2 flying enemies?
I wish that this game just took cues from Symphony of the Night, and just the fastest way to move was constantly backdashing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you pause when you do the backdash in this one, so not super helpful.
You know, I was making a joke about how hard this must be, but, you know, it must be pretty hard.
It's not easy. Like, again, like, half your slashes just miss if you're not in the air. So it's, like, pretty tough to be able to, like, finagle your way through that fight. Anyways, we're gonna finagle our way through these guys, fuck them.
Like, once you unlock the move where D can just walk on their heads, it gets really easy.
He's just bouncing from head to head.
Who would win in a fight, Vampire Hunter D or Jareth from Labyrinth?
I guess this is the time to admit it. I've never seen Labyrinth.
Oh, okay.
But this room is a positive labyrinth of lasers. Security lasers.
Well, if D can get through this, I guess he can beat up Jareth, then.
Yeah, so all you have to do is not touch the laser pointers, which is hard because D has the instincts of a cat.
Yeah, there's just somebody on the ceiling just swirling them around.
Can you get through this, D? And it's just like someone getting really excited.
Love that picture of Flat Dracul just there, hanging out.
Oh, there's another door in here, I guess.
Yeah.
Is Dracula even a thing in this universe?
It is highly hinted at that the Lord of the Vampires, aka D's father, is in fact the capital D Dracula.
Oh, man. God, he's so much more handsome than his weird fucking dad.
So the puzzle in this room is that you have to turn off all the fire before the timer stops. There's a ticking sound that starts as soon as you cut off one of them, and if you miss, they all just start up again. But that lets us get into this room.
Wow, you really solved that puzzle.
If you liked darkness puzzles from before, there's another one. But instead of having to turn on a planetarium, what you have to do is you have to sort of, like, judge the distance on these weird floating light orbs and hit them with your sword to light it up for a few seconds.
The fuck?
And let me tell you, like, even though you can see, like, where they are on the floor, very difficult to actually, like, hit them a lot of the time.
Well, this game was originally designed for the 3DS, but they had to port it to the PlayStation.
Right? Like, again, they're trying to do, like, Resident Evil, but with, like, platforming and swordplay, and, like, you know, they tried really hard.
I don't know if they tried hard enough.
I'm not saying that, but they tried. They just, like... I feel like maybe the PS1 was just the wrong time, right? Like, it should have been something after the PS1, but the movie came out and they had to get this out at the same time.
Right, because everybody was demanding, where's my D video game?
Exactly.
Vampire Hunter D, where are you? Fuck.
So what you want to do is you want to jump off so you don't have to go through that entire maze again backwards. You just get put to the front of the room and there's, like, no consequence for it.
So I heard CD Projekt Red, their next project after Cyberpunk is they're making Vampire Hunter D2.
I wish. But yeah, so as you saw from the green gem that goes with our purple gem, it just says, designed to place somewhere.
You know, can't the same be said of all of us?
So, our new mission is to figure out where to place it.
D finds a toilet and, like, probably place it in here.
Oh, I found the one bathroom in the castle. Phew.
Oh, is this the button that makes it work? Oh no.
So are vampires like wizards? They just, like, magic away their poop?
I think we talked about this before. We're not sure that they have buttholes.
Did we
And
talk
I-
about this before?
Do you mean, like, us as a society?
I think in this Let's Play, we questioned whether or not D had a butthole.
I don't
you know
think
what?
we did.
I feel we never should revisit that.
You're not wrong, but I just want to point out that this is discussion that has taken place.
So wait, it's certain that he has a butt, but not the butthole.
God.
Anyways, while we're on our way to figure out wherever the fuck the gems go, we can put in the plate of wind that we got from that little snake statue.
Yeah, good. We don't want to get this all done at the same time. We
Absolutely
might as well make
not.
4 separate trips here so that it all happens over and over again.
Well, you have to keep coming to this central area anyways. It's like where the elevators are and where like all the doors to the second floor are. Like, I get the idea of exploration. I just think doing it in 3D with as big a map as it is, and with the controls the way they are, was just like less than optimal. Like, it's very ambitious, and I know that it's like meant to make you explore this castle, but also, as you've seen, like, the best way to handle this castle is just to avoid everything. Like, yes, you're meant to fight to get your vampire power up, but like...
At what cost?
Yeah, at what cost? Like, you keep losing health, and then you have to keep spending more, more of your items. It's just, like... It feels like it's at odds with each other with the way that it wants to be held. Like, I think you were right. This is definitely meant more for, like, a Castlevania-style game than, like, a Resident Evil-style game.
This game is caught somewhere between vampire and mankind.
That's right, and where that is, that's Reigns Over. So, we put the orbs in here, and it opens this door.
You know, if D has anything to say about this, he's gonna make sure the vampires reigns over.
Oh, you got him. So, inside this little steeple, we get the plate of fire.
That's how that old nursery rhyme goes.
Yeah, that's also how that Johnny Cash song goes. And it's time for the long walk back again.
And you didn't think about cutting any of this out, or...
Look, if people are following along, they want to know how to get everywhere.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Like, honestly, you could just be cutting between things, and I wouldn't be able
And
to
you would
tell.
never notice.
I don't know. You know, Let's Plays are kind of like walkthroughs, but less funny.
Look, I want to show off what this game is about. It's about atmosphere. It's about ambiance. It's about giant cubes full of razor blades.
So it's like whenever, like, a speedrunner is bad, like, the chat taunts him by calling it a Let's Play. What we're gonna start calling you is a speedrun.
Yo, Thread, check out my long play of Going to Bed.
So, when we put in the plate of fire here, something unexpected happens.
Oh, the game turns good?
Yeah,
Hey, come on now, the game always was good.
that's also true.
D.
Are you okay now?
This wound is nothing. I must finish the job. I wonder where Charlotte is. Dee, are you gonna continue in this risky business after this job is finished?
I am a done peel. I don't get to have a life as a human. What? Help!
Borgoff, you're alive!
Yeah, the owner of this castle is a hideous monster. How about working together? She took you in, didn't she?
Borgoff, what are you doing?
Don't come any closer! Have you lost your mind? You're taking your own sister as a hostage.
No! Stop!
My sister, eh? Family means nothing to me anymore. I'm not a human now. You are a servant of the vampires after all. Come, challenge me.
So this fight is not terribly different from the original fight that we had with Borgoff.
But it's still terrible, right?
It's still terrible, he still runs around a lot, and it's very hard to find him. The worst part of it is this camera angle.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's like you're playing this game on your Game Boy Micro.
And he does have a new ability, which is shooting up the 3 arrows to create the, like, triangle prison of electricity.
Isn't that what you did in Clock Tower 3?
Yeah, it's just like that. Oh my god, it turns out he's of the Hamilton family as well.
Oh
no.
My god.
The name Marcus was just brought up as a, because they took his father's name.
Right.
He's the garbage son-in-law of the Marcus brothers.
He, like, kicked you out of his trap.
Yeah, no, you know, that's just how it be sometimes.
He got way too excited.
He's like, oh, I finally got someone with this trap. Anyways, he was holding the plate of earth the whole time. We don't have to go through the castle anymore.
Oh, thank God.
Go to hell!
This must be the door to the secret passage.
The door should open once the last plate is inserted, but this is too easy.
What? You're not gonna take her all by yourself.
It is too dangerous for you.
I dare to take the risk. The Marcus brothers never give up on their prey. Even if I'm the only one left, I won't give up.
You should not underestimate Carmila. Wait here.
No way!
This is for you.
She'll be pretty mad when she wakes up.
I like that Dee tried to do, like, the hand on the wall talking to a pretty lady, but he missed the wall.
And instead just, like, knocked her unconscious.
He did the very worst smell my finger anyone has ever done to anyone.
I mean, Dee's not the most elegant man, you know?
Something smells fishy. It's almost as if it knocked out a whole woman.